Hello everyone and welcome. Today, we're diving into a topic that's crucial for all of us, our food supply. But first, I have a question for you. Have you ever thought about what you'd do if your favorite foods weren't available at the store? I'm here to talk about something that might sound a bit alarming, the 15 food shortages that are predicted to hit in 2024. Yes, you heard that right. But don't worry, we're not just here to raise the alarm. We're here to prepare and take action. Can you guess which staples might be hard to find next year? And more importantly, do you know how to prepare for such a scenario? Throughout this video, we'll explore the reasons behind these potential shortages. Is it climate change, economic factors, or something else? We'll dive deep into each cause. You know, we've had quite a few discussions about wheat flour and bread, especially with the situation in Ukraine. But it's not just there. Global famines and droughts are also playing a big part in this. It's no surprise that the average cost of flour has shot up by 28%. That's a significant jump. Then there's the topic of rice, which we've touched on before. The world is grappling with a rice shortage. Droughts, floods, and extreme weather events are wreaking havoc, and a lot of this is connected to the increased demand for wheat. As more people turn to rice, the prices are inevitably climbing. And did you hear about India? They've put an export ban on rice, which adds another layer to this complex situation. Moving on to something a bit different, I always emphasize the importance of stocking up on canned food, rice, and beans. It's incredible how affordable dried rice and beans are, not to mention how well they store. They're practically the ideal foods for prepping, as long as you're also getting enough essential fats, which is where canned foods come into play. Now, let's talk about eggs. We've discussed the avian flu before. While it's not causing widespread chaos at the moment, it's definitely affecting global egg production. It's not just about the actual production being at risk. The fear of the flu can change consumer behavior, leading to unpredictable demand. And it's a similar story with chicken. The avian flu is impacting both the supply and the price. The poultry industry is in a delicate state, with the health of the birds closely linked to the availability and cost of key protein sources like eggs and chicken meat. Eggs and chicken are like gold for preppers. Eggs are such a complete food, and chicken is usually an affordable meat option for stocking up. Well, that used to be the case at least. With the current situation, it's getting a bit more challenging, but there's still great options for anyone looking to be prepared. You know, when it comes to cooking oils, there's a lot to unpack. I've always been a bit wary of seed oils. They just don't seem to be the best choice for our health. On the other hand, olive oil is a fantastic option. It's not just me saying this, a lot of health experts recommend it too. The thing is, we've always steered clear of seed oils in our household. Some folks might go for lard, but that's not really my thing. Instead, I'm all about ghee and other real fats. They just feel more natural, you know? But let's talk about olive oil for a second. It's not just about picking any bottle off the shelf. Quality matters a huge deal. However, there's a bit of a problem brewing in Italy, where a lot of the world's best olive oil comes from. They've been having some tough weather conditions, leading to less olive oil production. It's a real concern for those of us who love our olive oil. And it's not just olive oil facing issues. Vegetable oils like soy, canola, and corn oils are also getting more expensive. It seems like poor harvests and severe weather are wreaking havoc all around. Switching gears to another staple, butter. Have you heard about the dairy farm situation in the United States? It's pretty serious. Many dairy farms are shutting down, and this is leading to butter shortages. It's not just a rumor, it's actually happening. Then there's the tomato situation. I was surprised to learn about this. But there's a real shortage of tomatoes. And it's not just fresh tomatoes we're talking about. This shortage affects all those products we love. Sauces, canned tomatoes, you name it. Naturally, this could mean we'll see prices going up for all these tomato-based products. It's a bit of a domino effect, impacting everything from our pasta sauces to our pizzas. It's fascinating and a bit concerning how these shortages and weather issues are interconnected, affecting our food supply and choices. You know, the situation with beef is really hitting us hard. The costs of feed and the challenges with water scarcity are just the tip of the iceberg. For those of us who love a good steak or a juicy burger, it feels like we're under siege. Farmers are struggling, many are giving up ranching, and this is directly bumping up beef prices. It's getting pricier by the day. So, here's a tip. If you see beef prices dipping at your local store, it might be a smart move to invest in a chest freezer and stock up. These lower prices are likely just a temporary blip. Speaking of stocking up, let's talk about storage. Having a good freezer is essential, but have you considered canning? Investing in a canner could be a game changer. Canning your meat, including beef, is a fantastic way to preserve it. The best part? It lasts for ages without needing refrigeration. Now, on to canned foods. We're seeing a trend where the cost and scarcity of aluminum are driving up prices for canned goods. This isn't just about your canned veggies or soups, it's also about protein sources like canned tuna. The humble can, often overlooked, is becoming more expensive to produce. I always emphasize the importance of canned food for prepping. It's like the ultimate survival food, isn't it? I've got a bunch of videos discussing this. But here's something many overlook. The rising costs of ingredients and packaging are affecting pet foods too. It's crucial to remember our furry friends and our stockpiling plans. Canned pet food is a great option, but just like human food, the prices are on the rise. Fruits. We're seeing shortages and price hikes across the board: oranges, mangoes, bananas, especially bananas. Even though we're off-season for many fruits, the prices are still higher than what we'd normally expect. It's a tough situation all around, and it's something we need to keep an eye on, especially if we want to maintain a balanced diet without breaking the bank. Coffee. Yes, coffee. Climate change and erratic weather patterns, particularly in Brazil, the world's largest coffee producer, are wreaking havoc on coffee crops. This, combined with labor shortages and increased global demand, means we're looking at a significant coffee shortage. Prices for your morning brew are already climbing, and it's likely to get worse. For those of us who rely on that caffeine kick, it's a real concern. Sugar. You might not think about it much, but sugar is in so many products. The global sugar market is facing challenges due to extreme weather conditions affecting major sugar-producing countries like Brazil and India. Floods, droughts, and even frost have damaged crops, leading to a decrease in global sugar production. This not only affects the price of raw sugar, but also trickles down to countless products that use sugar as an ingredient. Potatoes. Yes, potatoes. They're a staple in many diets, but they're facing a tough time too. Poor harvests in key producing regions, including parts of the United States and Europe, have been reported. Factors like unusual weather patterns, pests, and diseases are contributing to lower yields. This means not just fewer fresh potatoes, but also a potential hike in prices for products like frozen fries and potato chips. Spices. Spices might seem small, but they're a huge part of our cooking. Climate change is impacting spice production in significant ways. For example, vanilla, primarily grown in Madagascar, is facing production issues due to extreme weather events. Similarly, other spices like black pepper and cinnamon are experiencing fluctuations in yield due to changing weather patterns in their primary growing regions. This could lead to increased prices and even shortages of certain spices, affecting both home cooks and the food industry. Thank you so much for joining us today as we explored the critical issue of upcoming food shortages and how they might impact our daily lives. We delved into everything from wheat and rice shortages to the challenges facing beef, dairy, and even our morning coffee. It's clear that these issues are complex and interconnected, affecting not just our meals, but also our overall lifestyle and preparedness strategies. Now, if you found this video informative and helpful, we have a small favor to ask. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your subscription helps us continue to bring you insightful content and keeps you updated on important topics like this one. Also, if you enjoyed the video, give us a like. It really supports the channel and helps us reach more people with this vital information. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences too. Have you noticed any of these shortages in your area? What steps are you taking to prepare? Drop a comment below to share your insights and join the conversation. Your input is incredibly valuable to our community. And finally, a big thank you for watching. We appreciate your time and interest in these crucial issues. Remember, staying informed and prepared is key. We're here to help you navigate these challenges, one video at a time. Stay tuned for more updates and take care.